Hello everybody, this is Heat 2 from the CKNA Grand National 7 held at Newcastle Motorsports Park in Newcastle, Indiana. Very, very large event. People traveled from a lot of the states, some other countries, many Canadians here. I think even some drivers from New Zealand were in this race. But as I mentioned in my Heat 1 video, there were well over 500 registrants for this event. So the vibe was pretty good. It was hustle and bustle all day long. Lots of races to watch. You had your own races to participate in. It was just a lot of fun. So rolling off the grid, I came off in P22, which is where I finished Heat 1. Started Heat 1 in P22, finished in P22. So that's where I get to start Heat 2. I was okay with that. I would have liked to have moved up into the teens somewhere on my first heat. The fellow that started in position 21, one of the guys I raced with in the Cincinnati area, he had a great Heat 1. He's up there warming his tires up. Kart 52, I believe, is his number. And I think he finished in like 17th or 15th. So he was able to avoid all the mayhem and chaos from Heat 1, and he posted up some fast lap times and was able to move up. But I still wasn't feeling too bad about my position. A lot of the karts around me had, within a couple tenths, similar lap time speeds, and I was banking on improving throughout the weekend and hopefully moving up and getting faster. So I didn't get the best start. I should have been right on the 34 coming through all of this. Although I did close up a little right there. And I hang fairly decently on that corner right there. That's turn 3. Coming around turn 4, I kind of get freight trained and get stuck out on that rumble strip, lose my momentum. And then that guy right there, I still don't know what number that kart was, but he gave me the old side pod bump, and off the track I went. To me, it looked like he thought he needed to turn right before he made the left around the corner, as if I wasn't even on his right. I was not happy, and I ended up getting a bunch of crud all over my GoPro lens, which you as a viewer should be upset about. But I'm able to knock one kart off right here. We're not even a lap in, and I still have plenty of karts right in front of me, and I know that time-wise, lap time-wise, I have some time and the speed to hopefully knock off about 8 or 9 of those karts. There's another one, so I'm past 2. The 89 I'm trying to set up. I was going to try to get under him coming up right here, but he gets a pretty good run off, and I'm not able to out-drag him, but I see these other guys doing some stuff right here that doesn't look too good to me, so I had to get off the gas. Plus the 62 is right where I wanted to go anyways, and that just pretty much foiled my attempt at a pass right there. So right now the 89, I'm trying to stay on the gas and just swoop out a little bit so I can swoop back in and make a good run. I don't want to let off the gas. I try to go under, but again, he holds it tight. And now I'm going to try to dive under in the horseshoe, but hey, there's somebody sitting there. And Brian was in the 89 was to my left, so I really didn't have much room to go around the 875 on the left, so I just had to hit the brakes. So now, I don't know how long that was. That could have been about 7 or 8 seconds. I have a lot of real estate to make up now if I want to get past anybody. The 875 does let me pass right there. I don't know if he messed up his kart in that spin or what happened for sure, but I blew around him. But as you can see, there isn't anybody in eyeshot of me right now. Everybody is about 2-3 turns in front of me, it looks like. So I'll let this lap finish out on the video footage, and I am going to jump forward about 3 laps when we come back. So this is just the end of lap 2 I'm coming around on. I mean, they were pretty eventful, all pretty much negatively eventful. But as I mentioned, I still have, it's an 8 lapper, I have 6 laps to go right now. So now I've jumped up to where I can actually see somebody else racing a go-kart, And I have 3 laps to go right now. So it took, let's see, let me do the math. 2 laps. We've got 3 to go now. It took me 3 laps to get up where I can see the 89. And I'm closing relatively fast right now. Of course, I want to get around him and as many other people as I can, and I can see a couple more cars up in front of him. So I'm keeping the hammer down. I think right now in the race I am probably in 36th position. So 22 to 36 is a pretty substantial drop. Again, not anywhere near where I want it to be. So I was able to make the dive bomb in right here. I don't think I dived Brian too hard. I talked to him afterwards and he didn't have any complaints about the pass. And now I've got my eyes set on the cart in front of him. I don't know what that number is. I think it might be the 95. Coming around with 2 laps to go. That's still a pretty big stretch of space right there. But, you know, never give up, never surrender. I can't remember the name of that movie, but it was a funny movie. Galaxy Quest. That's a quote from Galaxy Quest. If you knew that, give yourself a thumbs up. But these sections here, I like this section right here. It seems like I could usually close up on people. As I mentioned in my first video, I'm not driving among the top 10, so it probably, who knows if it closes up on them, but once I get down around the 15s and the 15 to 40 range, that area I would close up a little bit on people. I'll give you a couple turn names right there. This is a scoreboard turn. There used to be a scoreboard right there, but it no longer exists, but I guess it's a legacy scoreboard turn. This is the Monza turn right here. And I zoom up on the 95, but as you can see, he doesn't know I'm there. He keeps his normal line. There really was no opportunity for me to try to pass him through those turns. But I came out of there with a pretty good head of steam and knocked off these 2 guys right here. This is turn 1. The first 5 turns pretty much go by numbers. This is turn 2. Turn 3. And turn 4. All these first 5 turns are a lot of fun. You can just really whale through them. This is turn 5. They will call this portion here the horseshoe, if I'm not mistaken. Then this is the tower turn, or the cell phone tower turn right here. I'm not aware of anybody calling that anything right there. You just drive through it. Nor this. I don't know if that's got a turn name or not. This is the green turn because there's a little building with a green roof. It took me, probably 10 races to figure that one out. And we are back around to the scoreboard turn. And this is the last lap. I'm coming around the checkers. I just don't have enough time to catch those 2 guys in front of me. Again, another race that finishes where I wish I had about 2 more laps. Maybe, I wish it would have been, heck, I wish they were all like about 12 lappers. I don't really care for the, how long they last, because I don't know if my driving fitness has gotten better, but, and especially in this Ricardo kart, it just was not that taxing on me to drive it around this track. So anyways, long and short of it, I get to 33rd position from probably like 39th or 40th after the first lap. So that's where I start the next race, and we will see you at that one.